Hey everyone, thank you for clicking on this. If you did, I hope you like it. If you do, please like, subscribe, and comment below. So this is my review thoughts on the one, the only, the Fourth Doctor. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. The man, the myth, the Doctor, who is the Doctor for the longest period of time throughout the entire franchise, even with current Who, even with new Who, Tom Baker. Oh, you gotta give him applause. He played the Doctor for the longest time any actor of any era played the Doctor. No one has played the Doctor longer than Tom Baker. He is the one who most people think of when they think of classic Who, when they think of Doctor Who from the classic era, when they think about Doctor Who, they think Tom Baker. From the classic era. Before it rebooted in 2005, Tom Baker was the name, the face that came to people's minds from when they were around that time. They are the ones he thought of. He is the one people thought of when they thought of Doctor Who. He played the Doctor for I don't know how many episodes, but 7 seasons. And yeah, he was the Doctor for so long. It was I don't know how many years he was the Doctor for, but he was the Doctor for the longest time. He had many companions. He had many stories, and he's just fun. I try to give a description of every Doctor so far. So yeah, first had your grandfather, then you had your uncle, then you had your secret agent, or your sci-fi secret agent. With Tom Baker's Fourth Doctor, you have your big kid. And what I mean by that is that, yes, obviously the actor is an adult. The Doctor is an adult, and he has his memories and he takes stuff seriously, but he also has fun. He has fun whenever he possibly can. He makes jokes. He enjoys life and just enjoys everything about being the Doctor. He just does. His era is by far the funnest. At least classic Who wise. Even with new Who, I still feel like he is the one Doctor who had the most fun. He is the actor who had the most fun. He is the one that every season his let's see if there we go. His scarf that was part of his costume got longer. Also the Doctor known as "Would you like a jelly baby?" Yeah. Yeah. And even the 12th, yes, the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi, his Doctor makes reference to that, asking the same question in one of his episodes. I think it's the train episode with the mummy and whatever. But I will get to that when I get to that. But yeah, he is one of the Doctors, especially with the classic era, who had the most influence. Oh, almost forgot. Before we continue, Fancy bar. Just wanted to do that once. Sorry, but I'm having fun. But yeah, Tom Baker is just, he had fun. And it shows in his episodes. It shows in the way he just acts as the Doctor. When you're watching Tom Baker as the Fourth Doctor, you are having fun. And he has some great dramatic episodes too. I'm not saying he makes a joke about every little tiny thing, but when he can lighten the mood and enjoy the moment, he does. He has fun. Oh, even towards the end when season 6, his last season and a half, even though you can kind of tell he's like, all right, now it's getting ready for me to maybe call it quits, he still is having fun. And that's what I really like about the Fourth Doctor. He has fun. And it's just a joy to watch. Like his first episode ever. His first episode as the Doctor. Like when he has lines and he actually his first official episode as the Doctor. One of his first scenes, he's jump roping with another person. It's like, what? It's like, heck yeah! This is who we're gonna have for the next, our next run. Oh, that's awesome. And I enjoy his companions. Obviously, his main one, who lasts the longest because she became a fan favorite, was Sarah Jane. She started with the Third Doctor, with Pertwee, in his final season, and then she transitioned with the Fourth Doctor. And then she was in it for, I don't know how many of his seasons, but a good chunk. Most of them. At least his first, 3 or 4. At least. Because she was a fan favorite. And honestly, it's obvious that it is obvious. I'm not saying Pertwee didn't do his best in his final season, and they didn't and him and Elizabeth, I think that was her name. I'm not saying the Third Doctor and Sarah Jane didn't have chemistry, but you can tell Pertwee was like, all right, I'm still gonna give it my best effort, but he had better chemistry with his main companion, Jo. And you could tell that he was like, all right, you could tell he was on his last go around. And then Tom Baker comes in and he just on. And then the actress who plays Sarah Jane has fun with him. They have phenomenal chemistry. And then he has a few other companions along the way after Sarah Jane leaves, but Sarah Jane was his main. That is the one he is well known for. And I understand that because those two actors, Tom Baker and I'm pretty sure Elizabeth Sladen, don't hate me in the comments. I'm sorry, but the actress who played Sarah Jane, I'm thinking it's Elizabeth Sladen. Like I said, don't hate me in the comments for messing that up. But yeah, Sarah Jane and the Fourth Doctor just had awesome chemistry. They just do. At least in my opinion. I think they had better chemistry than her and the Third Doctor. There, I said it. But yeah, I strongly recommend watching him. Definitely watch the Fourth Doctor. He is so much fun. He just brings an energy to it. And you could tell even towards the end when you also can tell that it's like, all right, now I'm wanting to maybe move on. He was still giving it his all, and he was still having fun. Maybe not as much fun as he was in the very beginning, but no, he still loved the franchise. He still loved being the Doctor. And that is what I could say the most about Tom Baker as the Fourth Doctor. He's a big kid and he just has fun. He has fun. And as you saw in the beginning of my thing, a lot of his seasons are on the remastered Blu-ray, so it's really easy to find his stuff. I'm sure you could probably find most of it on streaming somewhere, even in the US. But yeah, I strongly recommend watching The Fourth Doctor. Like, I'm not saying you have to buy his Blu-ray stuff, but if you become a fan, yeah, he is by far one of the better of the classic Who Doctors between 1 and 7. Because he just had. He just brought an energy and an excitement to the role. And you feel it. You feel it. And you just get pulled in. You get pulled back in. He brought people back. Because towards the end of Pertwee's era, he started to be able to travel again. So then with Tom Baker, he was able to travel, which is the point of being the Doctor, which I think they kind of messed over Jon Pertwee with. But they tried something new. Oh well. I personally don't think it worked. Some people might think it does. That's up to you. But with Tom Baker, he was able to travel and adventurous and entertaining, and he enjoys his time, and you can see it, you can feel it. And I think that's what doctors need. They need to be able to enjoy their experience and not be bogged down by this, that, or anything else. And if they're not having fun, you can tell. You can feel it. You can, like, I don't know, you just get a sense that, yes, they are acting their butts off and they are giving it their all. But you can tell they're not fully in it. When they're not having fun, you can tell. Or at least I personally think I can. And I'm not saying the other three didn't have fun. Hartnell, Troughton, they both had so much fun. And Pertwee in the beginning, I guarantee you had fun. But you could tell by the end, he was like, all right, I'm done with this. I am going to act my butt off and I am going to give it my all. I'm not quitting. But you can tell by the end of Pertwee's run that he was just not in it anymore. His final season, you can tell that once the actors who played Joe left, he's not fully in it anymore. I'm not saying he didn't do his best at all times. That's not what I mean. I just mean, like, you can see in his performance that he just, like, he was done. Like, he was like, all right, I gotta get out of here. I will give it my all, but I gotta get out of here. And you can tell. Or at least I feel like I can tell. Tom Baker, even towards the end, he still loved the character. And he was still, I think, maybe not as much fun, but he was still having fun. And that's the one thing about the Fourth Doctor that I will always remember, is that I feel like Tom Baker always had fun. Maybe not every hour of every day filming, obviously, because it's a job and nothing's always going to be 100% fun, but you could tell he loved it. He loved it. Even until the end, he loved it. And even when you watch interviews, like old interviews or more recent interviews from these Blu-rays, you can just tell that he appreciates the time he spent on the series. And he hopes that everyone else did too. And I do. Yeah, that's all I got. Please comment below. What do you think of Tom Baker? Did you watch him yet? Did you not? Comment, share. I want a Doctor Who conversation. I'm trying here, guys. Come on. Help me out. Yes, I'm asking. Help me out. Comment. I want to talk about Doctor Who. Do you like Tom Baker as much as I do? Do you not like him as much as I do? I will take any comments. Just comment. Be respectful, but comment. Thanks, guys. I know this is long, but these are all probably going to be pretty long, and I'm sorry for that, but I just like talking about the Doctor. Especially the ones that I really connected with, and Tom Baker I really connected with. So, thanks for watching. I hope you like this. Please comment. Please. And I will catch you on my next review, whether that be the Fifth Doctor, another MCU movie, or something else entirely. Thank you for taking this journey with me, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you continue to like it. And I will catch you on my next review. See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Sorry.